This is Mad Men Sports.
Lights.
Camera. Diamond Dave. Zach.
Merry Christmas.
Zach, what do you got on your noggin, man?
AFC East Division Champions hat. Fresh from the Bills store today. Shout out to Carissa, fiance. Stood outside an hour in the cold today.
I'm gonna have to do
Is
something.
that weird to say, fiance?
Shout out to Hannah too for making the thumbnails. She's gonna be pissed.
Dude, Hannah makes the best of it.
Shout out to my cat Nala. I'll be home soon.
Shut up. The ball. Hey guys, if you correctly predict the score of the game against the Buffalo Bills,
We're sending it to you.
versus the New England Patriots, you will receive this mystery signed football by a former Bills player.
It's not a mystery. We know who it's signed
I
by.
can't believe no one's won
You
this
don't.
yet.
He should be on the Wall of Fame at some point, maybe.
You know what? When we send the ball, we are going to throw in a couple of rare, collectible Mad Men Sports bottle opener keychains.
And they won't rub off.
They will not rub off immediately.
We'll send you like 100 of them.
We have a lot.
And I don't know. If you, probably expensive to send those individually, right?
Let's put a stamp on it. Out of here.
I wasn't able to
Let
be
us know
here
if you want
for
one.
I wasn't able to be here for the last game against the Broncos.
You didn't watch
He was arrested.
I was at work and was not able to.
the fuck
Had some technical difficulties.
right there. This ball has some weight to it. What was that?
But we have done it, guys. We have won the AFC East. This is my celebration. It is over now.
Yo, you got buttons. Hold on.
Oh, let me hit
No, stop it. Hold on.
We're at to a slow start, but make sure you drop your
Yellow.
score prediction below.
Yellow.
Who's gonna win?
Did it work?
I don't know, maybe.
Why don't we any of us have headphones today?
I always forget them.
Just leave them.
No, they're mine.
You don't need
I
them.
use them.
For what?
Work.
You don't work.
Sometimes. Yo, shut up. I work hard, very hard, every day.
I would not call what you do.
Shut up.
How are you guys feeling
Chill,
after
chill,
being
chill,
AFC
chill.
champs? How you guys
I
feel?
feel fantastic. Zach does after popping that bottle of champagne.
And chugging it.
Also, Lee Smith liked my tweet on Twitter.
I saw.
What was your tweet?
Way to go, Lee Smith. Good job. And he liked it. And
How could he not?
I will post it right here because someone asked me to. I will definitely do it.
Lee Smith stands. This is a Lee Smith stand podcast.
We're getting him on the pod.
We hated Pat DeMarco, but we fucking love Lee Smith.
No, I mean, we need Matt DeMarco.
I met him. He's a
Who's
scary
Matt
dude.
DeMarco, huh? You don't even
Pat
remember his
DeMarco,
name.
dude.
You hated him that
We
much.
would be undefeated if we had Pat DeMarco on the roster.
I think we've only lost one game with Lee Smith on the active roster.
Yeah, get the Chargers.
Also,
Not Chargers.
let's talk about
Chiefs.
it real quick. What's going on with Tyler Kroft? Inactive for like 4 straight games now. I mean, the beginning of the season, he was by far our most active passing threat as a tight end.
The emergence of Lee Smith.
Or Dawson Knox is doing what he's supposed to be doing.
I
A
don't
little bit of
know.
both. I think it's definitely a little bit of both.
Lee Smith almost caught a touchdown.
I know we talk about it satirically. Sorry, that was a hard one.
Sorry to be the heel of the podcast, but
Who?
there's no emergence
Yeah.
of Lee Smith.
Who
No, I-
talks about it satirically?
No, I'm saying, like, I know we talk about Lee Smith satirically, almost.
No.
I know you don't, but I do.
He's my dad.
He's definitely an asset, but I know we talk about it that way. But I do think the emergence of him being more active on the team has helped the run game along. I mean, there's no doubt since bye week, the run game has been a difference maker in some capacity. And he's a sixth lineman, went out
Pro
there.
Bowl snub.
And he should have been a touchdown grabber last week.
Yeah, it's fucked up. This
Listen.
week though, I'm looking for a Lee Smith touchdown.
Stephon Gilmore out for the year.
Yeah.
Blew a tire. Hate to
tough.
see it.
Yeah, hate to see it.
J.C. Jackson, Pro Bowl snub for the Patriots. 8
cares?
interceptions. Not a Pro Bowler. You
Patriots
know
suck.
who is a Pro Bowler? Starting cornerback Tre'Davious White is the starting Pro Bowler. Other starters on the team are Andre Roberts and Stephon Diggs. Do you know who the backups are for the Bills? There's 2.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, Dave, do you know?
Tremaine Edmonds.
Absolutely.
You know who didn't make it? Poyer.
You want to know why?
No, we don't want to know your reason why.
Because he was snubbed.
You guys know how I feel about Poyer. He's a liability in pass defense. However, he has been very good this year.
I will say, actually, Poyer is the MVP of this defense this year.
Probably not.
I disagree heavily. He might be the
think
third
he is,
or
but
fourth
you know what
guy.
that is? That's a good conversation for the people in the comment section to have.
Okay. I think he is behind Trey White and at least Jerry Hughes.
And AJ Klein for the second half of those 3 games, actually.
AJ Klein. There's a shocker.
Player of the week.
Player of the week. Who has more player of the weeks, AJ Klein or Jordan Poyer?
I'll tell you who has more AJ or
AJ Kleins. I have more AJ Kleins.
we have all the AJ
Whoa.
Kleins. It's my infinity gauntlet.
We're
of
actually
AJ
hammered.
Kleins. We made him good. No, Josh Allen, 4th player of the week this season.
I just fucked that all up. I have to start over. I'm kidding.
4th player of the week.
I think there may have been an applause for the
That
past
is
5
that
minutes.
is his 6th. I hope there's not. Do you think there might be?
No, maybe. We'll find out. I don't think so.
There's not. It wasn't like.
We don't know that.
Where are your fucking headphones, guys?
Fine. Where's yours?
Downstairs. I listen to music while I work.
How? Why? You're on the phone. Calling the police.
Why?
Zach's a police officer.
I am a dispatcher.
As long as you don't choke on steak.
He doesn't answer the. Oh, Diamond Dave.
Yeah, they almost lost me.
Where was I? We were on a point. We were trying to guide this direction.
Season's almost over. We're in the playoffs.
Well, this game doesn't matter, which is something we
No.
probably didn't guess.
Yeah, who cares?
Where was I, though?
AJ Klein.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
4th player of the week for the AFC. No one has more this year than him.
And
He's also the FedEx Air Player of the Week. That's his 2nd win of the season there. Since he's been in the league, he is tied for the most AFC Players of the Week with 6 with Lamar Jackson. Do we have a legitimate conversation here about the MVP? Because I
Yes.
definitely think it's Mahomes, Rodgers, and everyone else is under him.
So-
Even with, Allen being good. But, I mean, think about Allen right now. I mean,
he's on fire.
he's got 4 Players of the Week. That's hard. He's got 2 this month.
I saw something that Thad Brown put out on Twitter. It said, like,
guy.
Fad.
Thad. Basically, he was looking at, like, former MVPs, and basically all of them have had multiple, like, NFL Players of the Weeks. And
Pat Mahomes is
Pat
2.
Mahomes has 2 this year.
Do you know how many Rodgers has?
0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty passionate about this conversation. I think, and
Doesn't sound like it.
I think there's 2 Bills in the top 5 for MVP, and I think Diggs
Ooh.
is 5, Allen's number 3. I think the MVP is going to go to Aaron Rodgers,
Beasley.
whether it should or not, I don't know. But Aaron Rodgers is doing more with a lot less than
He
than the
sucks.
Bills and
He's got an
Kansas
easy
City has.
schedule.
Well, possibly, but he's still doing what he needs to be doing.
He's a Brett Favre
Pat
wannabe.
Mahomes isn't. He is what he is, and he had a great year last year, and he's a Super Bowl champ. But if he didn't do those things, we wouldn't be talking about his year. His year isn't that groundbreaking compared to Allen. Allen, to me, is blowing him out of the water. I think Derrick
Poop?
Henry is also probably the 4th there because
did
he
you
is the rushing leader right now. But yeah,
But
I
does the
think,
rushing leader matter anymore?
Well, no, he's
No,
not going to get MVP.
this is a
I'm just
passing
saying.
league.
I think he's probably above Diggs in the conversation.
It's a quarterback
and probably right
competition.
below. No,
I'm
other
almost willing to
players
say
have
that
won.
he's behind Diggs. I mean, any conversation you have about Josh Allen being better this year or having a breakout year, you have to look at the guy that has 111 catches and I think it's 1,300 plus yards at this point.
Yeah, he has 1,300 yards from
I think it's,
scrimmage.
I'm going to guess it right now, 1347. I'll look it up while we talk. But, I mean, you got to think that he has it up. And listen, Tennessee's in a bind right now. They're not, a clear cut away with their division. So I think that.
People were saying Ryan Tannehill got snubbed for Player of the Week.
He had 5 touchdowns. I mean, that's a very
Yeah.
legitimate conversation.
Ryan Tannehill is quietly having a good year himself too, as is players
System. 100% a system
Well, it's
quarterback.
working though.
Yeah,
No, but I mean, there's no slight against him. You can be a system quarterback. Like
he was
Bill
trash in
Belichick.
Miami.
He was a system coach for 25 years.
And now he sucks.
He had Drew Bledsoe, and then he got a 13,
Also, Cam Newton
13, 14.
is leading the league in rushing touchdowns by quarterbacks,
Oh,
right?
who cares?
Do you know he only
Cam,
has 5 passing touchdowns?
Cam Newton's a
For real?
waste.
Yeah.
5
5 passing touchdowns.
only? How many interceptions? Way more than 5, probably, right?
I don't know, but the system they use, he just lost.
Well,
his
they never throw, so how
and he
could
just lost his quarterback coach to Arizona State, I think.
Holy shit!
He wasn't using that quarterback coach.
Shout out to Ken Dorsey, by the way, and Chad Hall.
He has 10 interceptions. 5 passing touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
That sucks. Shout out to Ken Dorsey. Shout out to Chad Hall.
Shout out to Brian Daboll.
Shout out to Leslie Frazier. Shout out to Zach and Diamond Dave on this Christmas and holiday season.
All right, that's enough.
Me too, guys. Yeah. Shout out to Jake.
Listen, Brian Daboll, man, very interesting. Do we think he's getting a head coaching job?
My answer is no. The answer is no because the Bills are going to be going deep in. You see players like teams like Houston and Detroit. They're already Houston today interviewed Marvin Lewis, the third coaching candidate.
What the hell are they thinking?
They had to. Well, Marvin.
Do the
Lewis,
Isaiah McKenzie joke again. That was good.
Everyone liked that.
That was good.
He was
Diamond Dave wasn't there for that.
So
He definitely didn't listen.
No, he doesn't listen.
So no, Brian Dable, because I think the Bills are going deep, and teams don't wait long for coaches anymore like that.
Going deep. Now, I think Brian Daboll's going to tank his interview on purpose.
Oh, here he goes.
Ready? Here comes the joke. I think he's going to walk into the interview and say, hey, you can hire me, sure. But that first round pick we got, I want you to swap that for Isaiah McKenzie. Because so Isaiah McKenzie's Brian
Made
Dable's
my
Swiss
career.
Army knife. Yeah, 100%. Isaiah McKenzie is that important to Brian Dable's success.
Hot take.
Oh,
Brian- look at Brian
but
Dable's
Josh
offense.
Allen having a. We wouldn't be talking about Brian Dable if Josh Allen didn't.
The Bills would be the Jets without my Isaiah McKenzie.
And 100%, I don't disagree. Because think about it. Look at the offenses that Brian Dable's had in Kansas City, Cleveland, all the other places he was miserable in before he came back home. They're nothing. I think you get into an interview and you say, hey, man,
Isaiah McKenzie.
Isaiah McKenzie in a first. That's like the running Twitter joke of
Batman Sports.
Tyler Ennis,
Tyler Ennis.
Mike Weber in a third for whoever. Man, that Madman Sports.
Did you just fall asleep?
That Madman Sports went through me for a loop because our Twitter is a fucking hack job. But follow us on Twitter.
Or don't.
We don't care. That's a waste of our time. We are committed to YouTube through and through nowadays.
Diamond Dave's moving to Utah.
So don't tell people that. I have got some fans out there.
They'll be
some enemies
clamoring.
out there.
The SLD fan community will be going all over.
So
It's going to Kansas.
by Monday night around 8:30, we should know our position, whether the game is worth playing or not.
And who you're looking at. I think that the Bills just go out of their way to do their best the next 2 weeks, and I think they eventually start considering the injury aspect, but I think they're going to try to... I don't think there's a chance that they don't go balls to the wall against the Patriots this week. I think they go full force against them.
Playoffs start today. Who do you want to play?
Dolphins.
Miami, but they're not going to make it.
No. It's what probably going to be the
Either the
Ravens?
Dolphins or Ravens at this point.
XRP, down to 27 cents.
My life just sucks.
Your life does suck.
Who would we say? I don't know. I would play anyone.
Yeah,
This
honestly,
team doesn't.
I was thinking about it. I saw a tweet like this on Twitter. If we're not the team who we think the team is, then we should know now.
Exactly right. Like
We're not pretending.
what am I supposed to be scared of? Exactly.
This is a real team.
How many like playoff teams? How many top 10 defenses? How many winning records do we have to beat for us to just be comfortable and not scared of anyone? I mean, the Ravens suck in the playoffs. We have to just take it in perspective that Lamar Jackson is 0-2, and now granted, Josh Allen's 0-1, but he did not have ever. He was at least in the game. Lamar Jackson's had a tough go since the jump.
Who do the Dolphins play this week that people don't think they're making into the playoffs?
The Bills in Week 17. That's
The
who
Bills
I don't
will
think.
probably, if things fall the way they're supposed to and are going to, Bills are going to be playing their backup. So
No,
who
not
do the
not if we
Dolphins-
knock Miami out of the playoffs. I think we'll play a regular game if it's a make or break game for the Dolphins.
I'll
making
tell
the
you why,
playoffs.
Dave. I'll tell you why. Because they don't own the tiebreaker versus the Ravens, and if the Ravens win one of their next 2 games, they're a virtual lock.
Yeah, but Tennessee owns a tiebreaker over us. So if we say lose out or anything, Tennessee wins out, they get the second spot easily.
Tennessee plays Green Bay this week,
Well, true, but Green Bay already has their position.
and then the Texans the following week.
So who do the Dolphins play this week?
And the Texans don't have their first round pick, so they're not going to be letting up.
Dolphins play the Jets.
Brian
I think.
Dable get the job.
No, what'd you say?
Dolphins play the Jets. I think. Maybe the Colts. I don't have my phone on me, so.
The Steelers play the Colts. The Dolphins don't have a hard game. The Dolphins are just running out of time and don't have enough tiebreakers. the Dolphins are playing the Raiders in Las Vegas.
On Saturday night, yeah. And the Raiders.
I hope
have
Mariota starts.
Raiders have an outside chance, but
I think that the Dolphins lose this weekend next week. I think the Bills are going to go full frontal next 2 weeks.
I want them to. I want records to be broken. I want Stephon Diggs to be the number 1 wide receiver in the league. I want Josh Allen to be the number 1 quarterback in the league. That's not going to happen if you sit. I want a complete year.
100%. And I'll even double down to say that I think that they did the bye week thing last year. You know what I mean? And I don't think it made a huge difference to them.
No.
I think if anything, it almost got them comfortable with like, oh, we came out hot in the first, we're well rested, we're not conditioned for the second half of the game. Listen, I could watch the game 100 times. I'll never believe what I saw the second half of that Texans game. I mean, it's 2 minutes in the third quarter left in that Texans game, and what happened?
Do you know what would be interesting, though? And Mookie asked Sean McDermott
Mookie Betts?
No, not Mookie Betts. I wish.
Mookie Harkins?
is that the guy you were showing me on your phone before this?
Yeah.
Looks like Booker T.
We stand.
We love and stand Mookie. But he said, will we see Jake Fromm? Now, Sean McDermott didn't give a real answer, which is okay, but that kind of brings a point. With the lack of a preseason, we haven't seen anything from Jake Fromm.
I don't need to.
Yeah, but I think it'd be cool to see him play like a quarter.
I disagree.
Pardon my French, but why the hell would you play Jake Fromm when you have Matt Barkley? Jake Fromm is supposed to be the backup COVID guy who hasn't even seen most of practices.
I think if anything, I'd like to see.
I just thought it'd be cool.
I'd rather see McKenzie back there.
Who am I missing here? I can't think of his name. I know I see his name.
Webb?
Davis Webb. That's what it is. I was thinking like Davis.
He's not even on the active roster.
On the practice squad.
Who cares? Put Davis Webb up, call him up as one of those COVID calls up last week of the season, and give the poor bastard a game. I mean, think about what he's the one that organized those spring games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
he organized the spring workouts. Davis Webb deserves a chance. You know what I mean?
Touche.
I don't believe Davis Webb's old either. I don't think he's much older than Josh Allen, maybe 2 years older. And he makes a lot less money. I saw how much that dude makes because I've been looking at contracts recently. I think he makes like $800,000, which, listen,
I would love.
That's fine, but he's only 25 years old, so he's a year older than Josh Allen.
Did you see the Monday night preview that
It was just all Bills.
ESPN showed, and it's just all Bills?
Yeah. I watched it while it happened, and it really I thought it was a mistake. I thought it was a local one.
People aren't tuning in to see Belichick and Cam Newton.
You see that billboard a couple minutes away from Foxborough?
Yeah.
Bills.
If it wasn't for a snowstorm this weekend, we would go.
Wonder what the weather's like on Monday. And
Tickets are expensive.
I don't think they have fans.
I'm saying to the billboard.
Oh, why would we do that?
Take a picture from him on sports.
What's the weather like in Foxborough? Any of you guys know?
I'm looking it up right now. We're gonna get pummeled with snow.
Oh, we're just gonna get pounded all night Friday.
You expected me to laugh at that one?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's see what the weather's like on Monday. 49 degrees and a 40% chance of scattered showers.
So probably 39 degrees at the stadium. That's actually.
It looks like 9 p.m. It'll be 40 degrees and clear. That's a Josh Allen 360.
Foxborough. You guys want to do some predictions?
Yes, I think I'll get 2 lumps of coal on Christmas morning.
I'm gonna get a dollhouse.
There's 2 gifts down there for you on Christmas morning from me.
45-10.
I have to do David's Christmas shopping. I have to get going. 45-10. That's bold.
That's what I said
I'm
last
gonna
week.
say 30-20. Patriots get some garbage touchdowns.
Dude, we put up 48 points last week.
Yeah, I also know that I believe Josh Allen and majority of the offense and majority of the defense will probably sit out in the second half of this game.
No.
I know for a fact that last game, the whole second team defense played the whole fourth quarter.
Them staying healthy and being smart rather than getting a couple Bills fans the rocks off is more important to this team.
They still need to win.
They do.
Position's going to matter.
And I think they'll have the game by halftime.
And I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility to score 45 points and a half. I'm just kidding, obviously.
It's possible. I don't see that happening, but it's
They
possible.
scored 27 points last week and a half. Second half. And they weren't even trying.
Damn.
This is still Bill Belichick.
45 points.
whether he's good or not. Actually, question is Cam Newton playing or is Stidham going in? Have they said?
I think my score prediction. I have two different score predictions. I think if Cam plays, the Bills win 42-13, and I think if Stidham plays, the Bills win 65-0. Because I think the defense is going to eat that fucking dude alive.
Let's talk about the poll I put up. The majority of people said breaking the Patriots defense is the number one way to beat the Patriots.
Where's the poll?
Poll is up your.
Isn't Mad Men on YouTube? How do you find this poll so people can get the poll?
It's on the community tab.
Well, explain to the people how you get there.
They voted. 32 people voted.
Yeah, but we have hundreds of people that view
We have
this.
thousands of subscribers.
Yeah, I don't know if they all watch though.
Please watch my show.
I think can we talk about this?
How do
We
they
have
get
so
there?
many subscribers?
How do these people vote on this stuff? We gotta.
But I think only 15% of our subscribers are the ones that are watching our videos.
It's 32%.
Who gives a shit?
I really don't care. We're got to focus on the task at hand here, Jake.
Where are the polls?
You want to vent?
People
We
are
can
stopping
vent.
watching right now. If anyone's even made it to this far, they've stopped.
My mom has turned it off. She said these guys suck.
It's the last time I built a dollhouse for her.
Yeah, this is the last.
Have a nice, Merry Christmas.
Guys, Merry Christmas. Stay safe.
Do we want to talk about our new location?